Should you use your tax refund money to do debt settlement? Let's talk about that idea. Come with me for a minute. I'm Rick Flume, bankruptcy attorney in San Antonio. A lot of clients ask me if they should use their tax refund money to use that towards debt settlement. Debt settlement is the idea where a credit card company will settle for less and treat it as a full payment, and they cancel a portion of the debt. Well, that works for only the ones that you can afford to do that with. So if you've got just a little bit of cash, well, it'll take care of maybe that one debt, but then what about all the other debt? And so I always tell people, say, you got to look at all of your options, including ones you don't think you'd like. See where you're going to be 3 to 5 years down the road and pick the option that's best for you. Along with that, you've got to rise above the tree line to see where each one of these roads go. And if you can't go all the way down a certain road, then why take one step in that direction? Well, with the idea of using tax refund money to settle a debt, well, it may only be one debt. What about all the others? If you still have a lot of other debt out there, well, then I would say that looks more like, hey, bridge out ahead 2 miles down. Then why take one step in that direction? Because when you do debt settlement, it's a cash settlement, a cash discount. And so maybe you can settle a $10,000 debt for $5,000. Okay, great. But that $5,000 that they canceled, you'll get that in the form of a 1099, and you have to pay income tax on that $5,000 that they canceled. The other part that was paid, well, that was gone. You paid for that. But the part that they canceled, you're going to see that in the form of a 1099. You have to claim that on your income taxes and pay the IRS. I had one guy that had come in. He said he felt like Tarzan when he settled $60,000 debt for $15,000. And he said his ego was quickly blown away when he got $45,000 of 1099s, and they had to report that on his tax return and pay income taxes on that $45,000 that was canceled, and he was all out of cash. And I said, well, the good thing is you don't have a debt problem. Bad thing is you now have a tax problem. And the problem there is that owing the IRS this much is much worse than owing the credit card companies this much, because the IRS is the worst creditor you want to have. And so be sure to take a look at all of your options, including ones you don't think you'd like. So you're going to be 3 to 5 years down the road and pick the option that's best for you. And you got to keep in mind that one of the only things that's worse than filing bankruptcy is using your tax refund money to settle some of your debts, and then still having to file bankruptcy to handle all the other debts that you didn't have enough money to settle with the credit card companies. And so keep that in mind when you look at all of your options. I hope this helps. Have a good day.